Hey you all, my name is Jamie and today we're going to be talking about all the solo content videos that I've created, the ones that I have seen other content creators do that I felt inspired off of, and yeah, we're just going to talk about it and share. There's a few things that I would like to talk about when it comes to people who could be watching this video who are either faceless or you don't show full nude. I mean, obviously do whatever's within your boundaries, and I think that a lot of these videos can still be like great content ideas for you. And also if you're like Riri, I've done all these videos and I was looking for some like more ideas. Look, at the end of the day, we are talking about predominantly men. They are going to love whatever you put out, especially if they are choosing to subscribe to you. Okay, they're not choosing to subscribe because they just want to see porn. They're choosing to subscribe because they want to see you doing the porn. So just keep that in mind. And also it's really fun to play up with camera angles. If you've done something before, try a different angle and see if you get like a different vibe. Also, it's great to just hop on to like Pornhub or other porn sites and type in the type of video that you want to do and see how other sex workers are doing it differently, and you're like, ooh, I really like that, like let me try that out. So like get creative. I love hopping onto the porn sites and just like being there just strictly for research and inspiration. So the first one that I have is twerking, shaking your butt, making it clap. You can do this oiled, you can do this in undies, you can do this in some like scrunchy butt shorts, you can do it however, whatever's within your boundaries. But specifically, and I'm not entirely sure, I'm talking mostly towards Onlyfans, you want to do some that don't have music in the background, because like I upload videos onto Chatterbait and you cannot have music on. They'll mute your video. So it's good to have like diversity in that. And sometimes when you're twerking and stuff, just letting those natural noises come out, because like if my like yoni is wet, you will hear that, and like that shit is hot in a video. Also, the guys want to hear like the actual clapping noises. So having a mixture of things with music and a things just silent, even if it may make you uncomfortable, I promise no one is thinking about it. Okay, so twerking specifically to classics, I got a lot of recommendations for this, like classic music like Police Officer, Lil Wayne, that wee 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 wee, you know. They would love to see you shaking your ass, even just dancing to a video like that. Back That Ass Up by Juvenile. Even like more popular ones, Prove It by 21 Savage, one of my favorites, Miss New Booty, Work It by Missy Elliott, even some Megan Thee Stallion, some Glorilla, anything that. And also if you're just like, you want to like, I don't know, pop your ass to some like Metallica, like pop off, you know. If that's your brand, then go for it. These are just the things that I usually do that a lot of my subscribers have asked specifically for, and so I've done them. The second one is going to be pillow humping. Love. You can even do the side of your bed, okay? Especially if you get the camera down and you get it like more close up POV and you just start grinding and there's just like that close up view of your yoni like rubbing up against the pillow and kind of just like your ass like taking up the frame. Great content. All right, number 3 is going to be dildo sucking. If you have a torso, that's great. Like make different content with that. You can get it really sloppy. I've had people who have like, I want it super sloppy, like you taking the spit and like literally putting it on your face, like ruining your makeup, making it like drip down, like going Gawk 3000 on in your mouth, so it really makes those noises. There's a lot of like, I feel like tiers when it comes to a lot of this content where you can just be like, this is kind of just a little bit more what's the word I want to use? Like if there's a level of spiciness, like you can make it a little bit more 1, and then you can create a video that's a little bit more on the 10 side. And mind you, when you do that, just like sucking the dildo and like picking the spit up and like some spit fetish stuff, you can charge more for that. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, I've had a lot of even privates where they really want me making a mess, and I just always add more, because obviously the cleanup and having to like possibly fix your makeup so you can go back on cam, so you do want to be reimbursed for that time after the private or after you take the content as well. Oh yeah, and also make sure for a lot of these videos, especially when you have a close-up POV or if you're like sucking dildo, make sure you're looking straight into the camera. That like, try not to look at yourself, try to look straight into the camera, because I promise you that really makes a difference when that customer, that sub, is subscribing to your content and you're looking dead in their soul while you suck their life out, even if it's just on a dildo. I promise you they're gonna give you your props for that. Now anything can be elevated by adding oil. Anything could be elevated by being just like wet. So if you're going to do a twerking video, maybe again on that scale of 1 to 10, maybe you get up in the 7 and you add some oil, and like you have oil kind of like dripping down your body, or even water. You can be in the shower where the soap suds are kind of dripping down your back while you're shaking your butt. So just keep that in mind. Obviously shower and oil, the cleanup, so charge more. But yeah, that's a lot of fun. So adding oil to anything. I personally don't put oil all the time on my body because I don't have laundry unit. That shit is so annoying to like make a mess. But if you have like all the towels in the world and all in a laundry where you can just toss everything in there and it be the end of the day, I totally would like use oil way more, because they love that. This is something that I get a lot of requests for, and my yoni just naturally does all the fucking time. It can kind of be embarrassing sometimes, only when like I don't know that there's air in there, and so then like 2 minutes later I do something and I queef and like I'm streaming and it sounds like I just like farted. And I have to be like, no, I promise that was just a queef. But queefing videos, so these are good, especially if you're a faceless content creator, because you can literally just be face down, ass up, yoni and ass to cam, spreading it, kind of play around with it. I feel the air kind of like suction in and then I lift up and kind of just shake my butt, and it will make those queefing noises as that air pushes out. So just having like a 5-minute video of you just ass spreading and queefing, great content. Foot jobs. So foot jobs are something that I don't do too much of, just because I do wish that I had someone else to do it with. The dildo tends to fall off, it doesn't stick. Also, that shit is such an ab workout. Like you're basically just doing like V-ups. So usually when I set up for a foot job, it just takes a lot of like setting up. It also annoys the shit out of me because I am in a 500 square foot studio with a 1-bedroom, and I have freaking doggies here. Oh, I scared her, she was sleeping. And so I will make a whole foot video and like there'll be like a huge thing of dog hair just stuck to the dildo, and it's just like, that pisses me off so bad. Like I won't sell it, I just have to remake it. But even like I want to like make more content with like wearing socks and stuff, and like my shit is just covered in dog hair. So it's just really frustrating. I mean, that happens to me when I'm even making dildo content. If the dildo slips out of my hand and it hits the bed, no matter how well I shake things off and lint roll, there's always something where I have to stop the video, go rewash my dildo, and then continue, and it's annoying. But if you are not a dog mama and that is content, again, great for faceless content creators. you can do that. It's also something you can wear, like when you're doing the foot job, you can wear undies over it so they can't see your yoni, or it's a great shot if you do want them to see your yoni. So again, kind of like on the scale of how spicy you want it. I will like say in a lot of these videos, if you're choosing not to show nudity and you're offering a foot video, I would just kind of like make sure you state that, unless it's stated already as like someone, like, you know how when you get onto OF you can see like their little bio. If you say like no nudity on this OF, or like I don't show this, and those are stated clearly before you subscribe, then I don't see the need to put a disclaimer. But also a lot of people don't read those. But just a heads up, like if I especially like if I'm posting like a video and I want my caption to sound as if I'm like really sucking the person off, or like I'm like this, like I'm shoving your cock down my throat or whatever, I always make sure to say like dildo used in video, because the caption can be misleading and sounding like I have a real person in the video, which is my intention. But I also just want to make sure that, hey, like I'm using this dildo, like I'm kind of just talking my shit to you in this caption in hopes that you purchase this video. Dildo riding front and back. Don't get too worried about how well they can always see like the penetration going in. I think that when you're doing penetrative videos, it can be a lot of fun and you can get really diverse with it. Like I had someone really requesting, I didn't really have any videos like this of me just facing the camera riding my dildo, but I was like, hey, like if I'm like this, and I told them like you're not gonna really be able to see like that penetrative like in and out, like are you okay with that? And they were absolutely okay with it, and it kind of just made me be like, okay, like I doesn't always have to be like they'll enjoy just watching me and knowing that it's happening, you know. And I have large boobs, so things are swaying and also they just love seeing your facial expressions. So you can do penetrative videos with you being doggy and like reaching around. Great again for faceless creators. You can even get one of those fucking machines where they do it for you, and then you don't even have to worry about doing the movement with your hand, which can honestly get really tiring if you're going for quite a while. Again, I've had a video of, I actually have one right here, of what I use when doing privates on cam and like getting like a piece of tile. The two of these came from Home Depot for like 10 bucks, and my dildo sticks perfectly to it, so it's great for when I want an ass to cam riding video and I can just like set it up nice and close and you can see everything. It's a great shot. Or even if like I'm going to be like up on my feet and kind of like bouncing up and down, kind of like leaning back, so my feet are like this, and then they have like a great view of your yoni and everything going on there. So that is a great investment, and it's really affordable and cheap. You do want to be careful with the corners, but I've never had any problem with it. And it washes up really easily as well. Now, again, this kind of goes back to the writing video and like facing front and like me being like, hey, like you're not going to be able to see me actually doing the penetrative motions. Is after that I really started focusing on face POVs. So even if you have a vibrator and you can hear like the vibrator going in the background, but you just have the camera strictly on your face and you're just looking straight at the camera. I'm really good, and I've practiced this, like I was just never like naturally good, but I really practiced getting uncomfortable with dirty talking from when I first started on being like an adult content creator, and it's something that actually like just sincerely helps get me off. Like I love getting like talked, like someone talking me through it. I can talk to myself and imagine it and I can get off. Okay, dirty talking is A1 when you get comfortable with it, and it's also just hot. It's just fucking hot. So having a face POV of you looking straight into the camera, like doing vibration or any type of masturbating, and you can always like take it so like they can see like the dildo sliding out of you, or you like holding the vibrator on your yoni and then like bringing it back to your face, like playing around with it. Or you can just have it strictly on your face, whatever you want. But even if you're not talking, having them seeing your facial expressions, and you can even practice with like your eyes rolling back in your head. I don't do like the ohego faces. I am very much against that because the origin of that face actually stems from something that is morally unconsensual, wrong. It's actually, I may put it here, or maybe I'll just make a whole video on it. But yeah, Google it yourself. I will not participate in that. If you do, pop off. Not my vibe. I'll never recommend it. You know, like little moans, your eyes rolling back into your head when you kind of like really start to get to that climax, biting your lip, again looking straight into the camera. It's so hot, but I really enjoy dirty talking to the camera and helping the sub, you know, talk them through it, saying things like, oh my gosh, like this feels so good. And I'll usually talk as if like they're the ones, even though I'm the one vibrating my yoni, I'll talk as if they're the ones like possibly eating me out. So like, oh my god, your tongue feels so good on me, your face looks so good in between my legs, keep going, keep doing that, like don't move, I'm gonna come all over your face, do you want me to make a mess all over you, like stuff like that. It's super hot, and people tend to enjoy it. Basic masturbation and using a vibrator. I think investing in toys is great. You can do butt plugs, you can do dildos of any size, of any shape. There's some that look like tentacles. I also really enjoy using, which I don't use it very often, but it is kind of fun if you're not wanting to like, if you're wanting to have like a little bit more of a sensual video, to get like a glass dildo, and it doesn't have to look like a penis, but they're really nice, and you can also do a lot of temperature play with those. And yeah, of course, just having like the vibrator, you can do the rose. You can also just use your hands. There's a lot of guys out there who just love watching you just play with your yoni with your hands and not using a toy. Again, the spicy level on that can go. You can get like the fake cum that you can like put all over yourself, so it's like really messy and you're really wet. You can also just use a lot of your spit and kind of just like play around in it. So again, like it's, you can have a lot of fun with it and make a lot of the same videos, but the spicy level of it really can like go from like 1 to 10, and then you can just charge accordingly. Joy, CEI, and SPH. So Joy is jerk off instructions, which I recommend for a lot of these. I had to do a lot of research on it, watch a lot of like Pornhub videos, and just kind of see the verbiage that people are using, how they say things and the things that they say, and maybe the way that they deliver it. So a lot of people love the jerk off instructions. Now, jerk off instructions, sometimes they want you to also humiliate them with the jerk off instructions, or they also want you, like CEI is come eating instructions. So not only do they want you to tell them how to jerk their cock off, but they also want you to tell them how they're going to like clean it up after. And then SPH is small penis humiliation, where you can be telling them to jerk off, but also like laughing and making fun of their cock. So there's some things like, if I'm gonna do a jerk off instruction, I will probably say like, don't start stroking your cock right now at the beginning of the video. Like, I want you to watch me slowly undress, but don't touch your cock. you know, and then you can take your time teasing them. And then when you're ready, just be like, all right, now I want you to slowly stroke your cock while I play with my pussy, you know, something like that. And then it's like, you can also tease them while they're jerking off, like, are you excited to come for me? And then clean up all your load. I want you to pick it up and like lick it off your hands, like you're so desperate for it, or like something like that. And then on SPH, you can just literally like laugh at them. Just like, it is so embarrassing that you think a girl like me would want to stroke a cock like yours, or you barely even fit in my hand, that you're so small. What else is there? Just like, I bet this load isn't going to even be impressive. Like, how embarrassing, you can't even like make a mess on me when you come, you know, stuff like that. Spanking videos are a lot of fun because you can get like things like this where you can have some fun and just like have Astacam, another like faceless video of you just like playing around, spanking, using your hands. I have a video where I'm in the kitchen with like a cute little apron on and I'm naked under it, and I just have like a wooden spoon where I'm just like bent over the counter just spanking my butt. So that again is something that you can have a lot of fun with, and it can strictly just be spanking and kind of like dirty talking. Some like it when you do it like, especially if you're into it, where you start to kind of like bruise and get a little red. I think that's like really like how much they enjoy spanking, is like seeing those marks on you and knowing that it like as if like the viewer were to be the one doing it, like that they're going to leave those marks on you, and like, you know, they like that that's gonna stay there with you for a little, like the things that they've done to you is going to stay with you for a little. So you can play up on talking about that, like, do you like how I'm gonna have these bruises and it's gonna make me think about you every time I look in the mirror? Like, that type of stuff is, I think, hot. Or like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be so sore after this, I'm gonna think about you every time I sit down, like stuff like that. And I'm giving you a lot of ideas to say, because like I think that some people can feel uncomfortable dirty talking, and I just think that it's just so much fun. It's so much fun. You don't take yourself seriously. It's okay if you stumble over your words. Like, definitely get uncomfortable with doing it. And it makes like things like joy, CEI, and SPH where you can really like conversate with the camera. And that's a great faceless thing too. Like, you don't have to show your face, you can just show like from your mouth down and you just like stroking the cock and like edging it. Like, that is so hot. Try on videos with leggings or lingerie, like that doesn't have to be anything sexual, but you can just have like a whole bunch of, if you're a legging connoisseur, if you collect them, if you have a lot of them, trying that on for a video, doing some spins, getting your butt maybe close up and kind of just like showing them how like snug it fits your hips and all of that type of stuff. You can even do that with lingerie. You don't have to get naked in it if you don't want to, or like while you're in the middle of changing. Like, men also just love seeing a woman kind of like undress and get clothes, so that will definitely be a great turn on. And the second to the last one is going to be shower videos, which I kind of touched on. I usually charge quite a bit for shower videos, and I also don't really do penetration in them because I did one where it was so annoying. My dildo kept slipping off the fucking shower and falling down, and I ended up charging that video so much because it pissed me off on how much of a pain in the ass it was to make. So I usually just kind of like do like a soaping and like washing my body, and then I'll like finger masturbate, twerk even. That's a lot of fun because when you twerk, like the suds will kind of spray everywhere. So yeah, and that's something you can play around with the angles. You can also, like, if you have like a good enough quality dildo, or even like a setup. Like if you have a bench in your shower, oh my god, I would make so many shower videos. I would eat that shit up, but I don't. I have just like a basic one. You can even put it on like the edge of your bathtub. That's a fucking workout, but pop off. My bathroom is super small. It'd have to be like way too close to my toilet, and it, like, I don't want my toilet in the shot, you know? But that is a great one to also do. And then the last one is edging and hand job videos. So that's a great thing to use with a dildo or a torso to be able to jerk off and edge them. There's this content creator, I think her videos are so fucking hot. I may put her like right here if I remember and if I can find her. But she has, I follow her on Twitter, and she basically just edges her boyfriend. I'm assuming it's her boyfriend because it seems like the same guy in most of the videos. I should just say like her partner, because it could just be a business partner. But she just sits there, and usually she's clothed, and like her tits sometimes are out, or like they're on the verge of like spilling out, and she just sits there and she jacks off her boyfriend and her partner, sorry, and she counts down from like 10. She's like, and she goes really hard. She's like 10, 9, 8, and then she also encourages him. She's like, you're doing so good, daddy. I want you to hold that cum for me. And she'll just count him down. And you can see him, like his face isn't in it, it's just from like his hips down. Okay, this man is fighting for his life to not come, you know? And then when she gets to one, she like praises him. And sometimes she'll include videos where like he can't make it, like she makes the countdown like too high, because sometimes she's like counting down from 20, or sometimes she's counting down from just 5. So I think it just depends on how close he is, but it is hot, and I think it's great content. So that is something that I've actually kind of like recreated in my own way, because I'm like, that is hot content and I want to make that. So all right, this is the end. That's all I have for you all. I appreciate you all taking the time to watch this video. Please give it a like if you enjoyed. Comment down below if you have any other content ideas, or just any questions referring to this video specifically. And yeah, I hope you have a good day.